what does it mean to stay relevant? Because I think sometimes we get to the point where we think it's kind of like cute to not be relevant. Like, what are the young people doing now? Oh no, I don't want to be that person. But then you can do too much, right? And you're in skinny jeans and a hat to the back and Jordans, right? Because you feel like that makes you cool. But how much do we let the culture influence us so that it impacts our ministry? Like, for real, like eat culture. Like, there are times when I'm like, it's been a while. And I will intentionally go to places, so that I can absorb culture and remember what's happening out here and know how to connect in ways that I may not know right now because I might have been writing a book or, creating a Bible study curriculum. And, you kind of go into a bubble when you have to do those things, right? And so you have to come out and be like, knock, knock, knock.
I'm still here.
Right, I'm still here. What's happening out here in these places? So how much does it impact you and what do you do to make sure you're still trying to absorb culture?
I think I understand relevancy a little different than some may. I don't think I need to consume hip hop or television in order to be relevant. One, because I think that would be disingenuous to who I am, and I think relevance is first rooted in significant levels of authenticity. And then when we think about what's relevant, there's something deeply relevant about a farm bill that takes food out of the mouths of families. There's something deeply relevant about food stamps being cut, something deeply relevant about what just happened near your town last week with the Affordable Care Act. That's deeply relevant to me. And so,
but that's culture, you being at the border.
What it means to be relevant has to be expanded, because the way we often think about relevancy is how many hip hop songs can you quote in the sermon? What does your aesthetic look like in particular? But there's so much more depth and relevance to being able to create a connection with the audience because you know the latest reality TV star, right? So I think there are ways to be relevant that are not as restrictive as we think about what it means to be relevant. And I'm also like, when we talk about relevance, sometimes sometimes what I hear is take what's happening in culture and create a version for it in church. And I'm often interested in why is the church the only place that is really appropriating something and calling it innovation. Like, to me, innovation is creating something new, like being at the forefront of it, not adapting something to a particular space.
Right, and I always say that's the difference in being a trailblazer and eating dust. And I used to say this when I worked on staff, like we have to be trailblazers, we can't eat dust, But I think that's what we do in church often, and we say stuff like, oh, it's gonna be lit. Church is never gonna be lit. Lit means, alcohol and, like certain things. You're not gonna have a lituation. So create what's going to work for you. Be innovative, give your community what they need. But that doesn't mean it has to look like, what we've seen.
For churches that do like happy hour and Bible study,
it's still not lit.
Outside, it could be.
You can't have no lituation in church.
I don't know
I said
exactly what that means. But that's why what I'm saying is when we talk about in church, it's different from saying in this building as opposed to saying, no, we can do this kind of life building work wherever we show up. And that can be lit, right?
No, I do agree with that. But I'm saying like when you say come to our New Year's Eve, we're gonna have a party after service, it's gonna be lit. Not gonna be lit.
Not lit in the same way that it would be elsewhere.
Right. And so when you're marketing to people who actually know what a lituation is, you know what I mean? Like, that's bad branding. You're not giving them that. Tell them what you are going to create in your community, right? That's unique, that's going to be life-giving, that's going to be impactful and unique in ways that you can't get in your lituation.